Hello everyone, my name is Niels from ADB Customer Service, and today I'm going to show you what the proper way is to make an AGL primary circuit connector. First, I'm going to show you the tools that we need, and then I'm going to do the demo for you. So, first, let's take a look at the different types of tools and materials that we're going to use to make our primary connector. We'll need our ADB AGL Primary Connector kit. Then, we're going to use the AGL primary cable wire cutters. We can use different types of stripping tools. We're going to use some decreasing material for our stripped cable. We have our crimping tool. And then we're going to apply two different types of electrical tape. First, let's take a look at the primary connector kit itself. Today, we use an ADB PRK silicone-filled connector kit, and it's made for an AGL outer diameter of between 10 and 14.5 millimeters. Inside, we find the instruction manual with the correct procedure to make this AGL connector kit, which we are also going to follow. We find the plug and socket receptacle housing. We find the plug and socket cable cores. And then we also find some silicone and some receptacle helping aid. First, I'm going to cut my wire to the appropriate length. I'm using an AGL primary wire cutter. Then, I'm going to strip the outer isolation according to the manual, 52 millimeters. I'm going to use the stripping tool. Now, I'm also going to remove the shielding according to the manual, 33 millimeters. Next, we're going to strip the inner isolation from the cable, 16 millimeters. Now, it is important that we're going to decrease this plastic from any semiconducting material that was there before. Now that we have our stripped cable, we're ready to crimp or plug onto the cable. We're going to use our crimping tool. We can put two crimps, but remember to turn the cable 90 degrees. Now it's time to connect the shielding of the cable onto our connector. We're going to slide the shielding sleeve over the cable And then we're going to gradually compress the sleeve over the shielding cable. Now we're going to apply some grease over the connector and over the earthing cable, so it will be easy to slide over the rubber housing. The grease will also act as a water barrier. We're now ready to put the sleeve over the connector. There we go. Now we have our primary connector that is ready for the next step. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to use our newly created primary connector to connect with the RST ADB primary transformer. First, it's important to know that when we're going to slide these two parts into each other, we're going to have some compressed air into the receptacle. To counter that, we're going to use a piece of folded electrical tape and put it inside the receptacle. Now we're going to slide in the plug, and by now removing the electrical tape, we're going to release any compressed air that was in the chamber, making sure that there will be no air that's going to push the two out of each other. So now we have a firm connection. We're going to continue with the taping of our connectors. This to prevent water and dirt to enter our connector. We're going to start with 2 layers of self-vulcanizing tape. Important with this tape is, when applying it, to put enough tension on it to activate the vulcanization. Also, always overlap with half of the tape. Make sure to overlap the middle of the connector by about 2.5 to 3 centimeters. That's a first layer of vulcanizing tape. Let's now make the second one. That's 2 nicely overlapping layers of vulcanizing tape. Now we're going to add a normal electrical tape to give some mechanical strength and electrical isolation. Also make sure to put quite some tension on the tape when applying. Make sure to start and end the electrical tape behind the vulcanizing tape. There we go. We now have a firm primary AGL connector that is watertight and with a lot of mechanical strength. Thank you for watching. See you next time.